Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. The birds are chirping. The rain seems like it's going to stay away. So yesterday I had an excellent day of planting beans for the first day, and I kind of ran myself out of ground. So I had to get the 8640 this morning and a 496 disc and come over here to the farm that we just plowed the filter strips under on. What I'm going to do is take the 496 disc and I'm going to set it with the settings here, the depth settings. I need to set it so it discs very, very lightly. And I don't want to go too deep because I don't want to peel any of the sod up that we plowed under. So I'm just going to set the disc just so it's in the ground a little bit. And I want it to firm the ground up more than I want it to tear the ground up. So I kind of just want the disc to roll over the top. And whatever's on top, I want it to cut a little bit, but I don't want to go real deep. So we're going to get the disc set here, and then we'll start discing and get these disced up and flattened out and firmed up, and then I'll be able to plant this afternoon. I've got a little bit left in the field that I was in last night, which after I planted 120 acres, I went to a 35-acre farm. And I've probably got, 10 acres left there to go, but I ran out of beans last night and it was dark, so just parked the tractor for the night. So I figured I'd come over here this morning and get this prepared because it won't take me very long to finish over there once I get some beans. And my battery cable for my truck, which was another issue yesterday, won't be here till noon. So by the time I get this all done, we'll be able to get the battery cable. I have my seed tender again with me. And we'll be smooth sailing hopefully for the rest of planting season with beans. So I'm gonna get the disc set and we'll get started discing, get this leveled out and prepared to plant. So we got the disc set pretty good, I think. Just working that top, about 3 inches of dirt, breaking up the chunks and leveling it off a little bit. I'll probably double disc it. There are some pretty rough spots where I rooted rocks out with Bobcat. I have to hit them a couple times at couple different angles. But by the time I disc it a couple times and run my air seeder over it, it'll be a nice looking piece of ground. Because my air seeder's got the little closing wheels in the back. They kind of remind me of little garden weasels. I don't know if you remember the garden weasel you used to play with out in the garden with little spiky things. You push it, it would throw dirt. That's what my air seeder kind of reminds me of. And once them pull through, they will kind of level the ground out a little better yet. A little rough right here where the furrows are for the plow, but we'll hit that a little deeper. I think it's gonna turn out real nice. I could probably set the disc a hair deeper, but I just don't want to push my luck and bring any grass up. Good now. I did lower the disc just a little bit because I was holding it up just a little bit. Okay, so we'll get this disc and see what it looks like when we're all done. After hitting it twice with the disc, it's gonna be wonderful to plant in. Real nice. it had the plow set right, that's for sure. He got the sod plenty deep. I lowered the disc a little bit more. I'm not bringing anything up, except in a few spots where it was a little wet when he was trying to disc and couldn't pull the plow as deep, but that's all right. Turned out real nice. Right there's the only spot where there's a little bit of grass, but the disc chewed it up real nice. So we're good. Just got to go finish the rest of it, and then we'll get the planter and get it planted hopefully today. Well, you can't tell from the video, but it's raining pretty good now. So I'm probably not going to be able to plant this afternoon. So we'll find something else to make a video out of. I will probably go back to the shop and I'll give you a tour of the service truck so far. And I got word that I should have a battery cable here in a little bit. So I'll get that put all back together. So we'll continue the video somehow today. Just probably won't be planting. So I'm gonna head back to the shop, go get some lunch, and get my truck put back together and ready, and hopefully tomorrow it'll be decent enough weather to plant. So we'll see what happens. So let's head back to the shop. Well, we're back at the shop now. There is no hope for planting today because it really started raining after lunch. We went to Arby's for lunch and got back to shop, and I figured I'd give you a little tour of what I've done so far on the service truck project. We're still waiting on the 48-inch boxes. Hopefully them come tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. We didn't get our battery cable like we were supposed to. That didn't make it yet, unfortunately. So maybe by the end of the day we'll have it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So hopefully tomorrow for sure, but it's in the air if it's going to come today. So anyways, I'll take you for a little tour. Cab corners. I know a lot of you said I should have done cab corners before I put the bed on. Well, I came up with plastic cab corners and epoxied them on. They turned out real nice. I figured, you know, the truck's already got 265,000 miles on it. I'm not going to go through the whole thing of replacing the cab corners on this cab, and I probably should, but I figured it's going to go out in the mud and the sticks anyways, and, you know, might as well not get too crazy with it. So I came up with these plastic cab corners on eBay, and went ahead and purchased them. It's like 50 bucks for the set, epoxied them on. I think they look great. I don't see nothing wrong with them. So they're a good thick polyplastic, and I think they'll last the rest of the life of the truck. So anyways, let's look at what I got in the boxes so far. I got my gear wrench set of sockets. They came. So I've got 1/2-inch drive deep wells down here. And 1/2-inch shallows. 1/4-inch drive, shallow and deep. 1/2-inch drive, or not 1/2-inch, 3/8 drive, sorry, shallow and deep. Got all my wrenches put in. Got my screwdriver set that I've had for a long time. Finally got a place to put it. Got 3/4 drive in here. Ratchets, breaker bars. My big open end wrenches are under here. Got my one work light and a couple small socket sets. So I got all that in there on this side. So this side's all standard. All SAE standard on this side. So come around to the other side of the truck. Over here, got metric. So 1/2-inch drive, shallow and deep. 1/4-inch drive, shallow and deep. 3/8 drive, shallow and deep. Got my gear wrench pick set, and I got another small pick set that Dad Strength got me for Christmas last year. Got my hammers in the bottom of there, and I got my metric wrenches up here. So depending on what the piece of equipment is, if it's an excavator or Bobcat or the dozer that's all metric, I pull up to this side, open this box, I got all my tools to work on it. If it's one of the pieces of farm equipment, since all our stuff's older, I pull up on that side and I've got all my tools for the American standard. So these are them cab corners. They're called Redneck Randy's covers. You can find them on eBay, and they actually send these to put them on with. Well, the problem with that is you can't use those because you can't get behind here to drill the holes in the back of the cab because of the flatbed. So I just got some good epoxy and I sanded the paint a little bit on the truck to rough it up and glued them fast. Turned out real nice. So something else I forgot to talk about that I got a couple days ago. Thought it was kind of cool. This is an old school land clearing hook. From what I was told, the gentleman I got it from, his dad bought a farm in the 1880s, and he ended up buying this hook and done all of his clearing with it. And I don't think this chain he didn't buy, but the chain came from the same place. But from what I was told, they would set up a winch that horses would walk in a circle, and they would run the winch, and the winch line would pull that hook, and you'd hook that hook on little trees and stumps or big tree roots, and you'd actually rip them out of the ground with it. So someday when we get some time, I'm going to take that out with the MC, and we're going to clear some brush the old school way, because these were also used behind little crawlers to clear trees. So something we might do eventually on the channel. We'll see what happens. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get this video edited and get it put up, because that's all the excitement that's really going to happen today. I've just got some other things I'm going to do around the shop. So anyways, if you like this episode of Dirt Grain Steel, give me a like. I greatly appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next one, and thank you for watching.